Hello folks, welcome along to our second day in Sheffield and the first day of Bucks Gatorade National Competition. Competition started this morning with a badminton, and Nimmo, I believe you watched a bit of that this morning. Do you want to tell us a bit more?
We had very strong performances from Stuart Ferns and Tommy Reynolds, who are both through to the last 32 tomorrow. Unfortunately for the others, we had Anushka Sachdeeva put in a very strong performance, but not quite strong enough. She did make it through to the last 64 though. In our mixed doubles, Rob, you were watching the mixed doubles.
Yeah, Kai Ping Lin and Stina Villiers, alongside the sibling partnership of Stuart and Fiona Pittman, were both unlucky to go out in the second round to strong Nottingham University teams. But Wiljean Tan and Rena Liu were able to advance to the third round, where they faced UCL. And got quite a good victory in that, and will face Birmingham later in the weekend.
Indeed. What about in the fencing?
Fencing, yep, I was down at the Graves Tennis Centre today for the fencing, and in the men's épée competition, Magnus Hedberg, our #1 ranked épéist,
yes, indeed.
He made it to the last 16 before going out to a strong GB internationalist from the University of Bath. His favourite event is the foil, so he's hoping to do well in that later in the weekend to kind of build on the success he had today.
Excellent.
And in the women's sabre, our favourites from last night, Sarah Pettit and Liz Gernard, both made it to the final 8. Liz made it look like relatively easy work to get that far. Sarah had a bit of a scare in the last 16, but came back from 10-4 down to draw 14-all and then take the final point to advance into the quarter-finals. Both of them went out again to GB internationalists, so very strong performances against some strong competition, and it's looking good for the rest of the weekend.
Sounds good. Well, over in Ponds Forge, I was there watching the swimming, and Ellen MacArthur put in a very strong performance in the 800 metres freestyle, and both the men's and women's teams qualified in excellent times for tomorrow's finals for the 4x100 metre relays. So,
yep, the women's team are only a second off their Scottish relay record, so hopefully they'll be looking to challenge that tomorrow, which would be fantastic.
Which would be really excellent, yeah. Well, tomorrow takes us into day 3 down in Sheffield, at day 2 of our competitions, and we'll see continuations from all those that were in action today. So we'll have athletics, badminton, fencing and swimming continuing on tomorrow. But starting off will be...
Yep, starting tomorrow we've got judo, trampoline, karate, rifle and climbing, all beginning their Bucks Nationals campaigns. So hopefully a very busy and successful day for Edinburgh tomorrow.
Indeed, and best of luck to all the athletes.
Exactly.
Good night.